105.95. Casting into 4.5. Using red skirted. Thank you, sir. Okay. So like these, we could just throw on 2 kilo line to start off with. I hate to do it on my razors though, so I think I might do it on these. Don't these go? Yeah, these are perfect for that. We'll do fixed float for now, and we want no more than 2 kilo line. I wonder if we have, so I guess we just do 1.8. Fluorocarbon, sure. And we'll do that. I don't know about hook size. I'm just gonna throw on some 20s for right now. Yeah, let's put this here. And 1.8 again. Throw on a 20 for right now. And when it comes to float fishing, I'm not sure I want to float with more than 2 rods anyway. Okay, so the first thing at Mosquito is float rod with 8 different baits. So let's go to Discord here, and let's just go up to the top, and let's see if anybody has any. All right, Belaya, Bear. All right, 1 to 5. All right, this says, see what this is. S2. How are we doing this? F is free to play, S. Okay, so S is the stage. So free to play stage 2, task 1. Okay, so that's the red worm one. That's not exactly the one I want to use, but we could use that as one of the, okay, so 5287, 1 meter depth. 5287, which is right in front of us, 1 meter depth. We are so hungry. Well, yeah, I guess that's true. 8 different, but it's got to be 8 different baits. I mean, we could do bread on the first one. We could do bread and red worm, right? Yeah, I like that gravy. All right, let's start off at all right, 5287. Let's start off with red worm. That's for that one challenge. And we'll just start with bread first. And we'll start at 1 meter and we can change it around. All right, so we're saying 5287, small hook, 1 meter depth, but change it. We're saying variety of common baits. All right, throw it out here. And hopefully we don't catch anything too big since we're using very small line. So let's think about this. We do need the red worm stuff, but can't really do these 2 challenges at the same time because you just catch one thing on red worm and then you gotta move on to other baits. So Okay. That feels familiar. And then we need an eyed or a chub, but we're probably not doing that here. I'm going to go ahead and move that off of Mosquito. I don't know why I have that on Mosquito. Eyed or a chub. I think we're doing that at Winding. I have it on Mosquito because I was thinking like, well, in case you go for eyed, but it's going to be all right, this is the red worm. Really? All right, there should be several challenges there. All right, here's bread. All right, and then let's switch this one to bark beetle. And we'll switch this one to a regular worm. All right, let's make sure we're getting credit. Yep. All right. 2 out of 8 now. Yeah, we probably could go a little smaller. Could go a little smaller hook and maybe even have a slightly better bite rate. We're at 20. Could easily do 22 or 24. Both of them are getting nibbled hard. All right. Why wouldn't that count towards... Okay, hold on. Why wouldn't that count towards 12 species of fish using telescopic line and no more than 2 kilo? I mean, maybe it does. Where is that challenge? Oh, yeah. Oh, because it's species of fish. Okay, so we technically don't need to keep using these. Well, we might as well a little bit longer because we're going to catch other species. But at some point... All right. What's going to be next? Do we just want to go with another worm type? That fish is 100% on. Of course, it fell off. Could also do some of the different doughs. I like that egg dough idea. Hey, it's a perch. Gotta love that. Throw out some egg dough. Yo, Dutch Fish, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Glad you're here. We are just cycling through the baits right now. Yeah, especially the different worms are going to be good, right? All right, we've got egg dough on the other one. Let's just do a different worm. We should do bloodworm. Bloodworm would be quick too. All right, so How are we on this one? Yeah, we're 5 out of 8. We are 5 out of 8. Let's start thinking about what we want to do next. I guess we probably just want to throw out some red worms exclusively and just get as many species here while we're fishing on red worm. But we can do that. We can work on that one in multiple places. And then maybe we go to elk. We have some intel on elk. So maybe we go to elk and just start working on that a little bit. Oh, nice trophy bluegill. He's like, thank you. I'm looking for red ear. All right. Egg dough's getting a hit. Ooh. All right, we're going to put bloodworm over here on this one. Yo, is that a white bream? I love it. That's a new species, right? Yeah, 2 tasks. What were we doing? Ooh, bloodworm. And it's a crucian, I think. Love it. All right, how are we on this task? Yeah, we're 1 away. So next fish finishes that task. Let's throw on the Volkov variant. No. Let's do a caster or a maggot. Yeah, we'll just throw out a maggot. Oh my goodness, we might not need it. This one's going off somewhere. Oh, it's back. Never mind. All right, so we've got bloodworm and maggot in right now. We should have done those earlier, probably, just for the economical or the economic impact of how cheap those baits are compared to some of those expensive worms we've been throwing out. But just 1 at a time, so no big deal. This can be another perch, I believe, but this will count. Okay, task complete. Our first task of the 9th anniversary celebration of Russian Fishing Corps. All right, so I guess we should do red worm, huh? Is it red compost worm? Yeah. We could try to get a couple more species on red worm. I don't actually remember what we've gotten. Economics, he said. All right. Where is the... So this is the mistake I made, chat. I didn't put where these challenges came from. So I'm going to be forever looking for them. Like this first one we did was free to play stage 1. Ugh. Oh, that was weird. But this one that we're working on now with the red worms. Oh no, so this is premium stage 2. And then where is the compost worm? I think it's over here. Yep, here it is. All right, so this is free stage 2. I guess just as we're going, I can probably find it and fill it in so that it's kind of annoying not to have that listed. We should be able to get 4 or 5 species easy. I don't know that we need to actually do that because of the other places you can work on this one as well, but technically would eventually see what? Crucian, Gibble, Roach, Gudgeon, not Gudgeon, Sleeper, and Rough. Seems like pretty easy on Redworm at Mosquito. We'll see what this is. I'd love to at least get 3 or 4. Oh, that's a Rough. There we go. 2 tasks. Redworm and another species. Okay, great. All right, love to see Rough. Not really sleeper time, is it? But well, that's something a little bit bigger. That's a Crucian. All right, so we're now at 3 species. What do we want to do? Go a little bit longer. I'm okay with 3 for now, but let's go a little bit longer. Yeah, you would think you'd see a Gibble. Maybe we should go to boat spot to see if we might be more Gibbles over there. I don't know. I think we have caught a Gibble here though, right? No, we haven't. Maybe there aren't Gibbles here. Maybe it's just a random. Oh, sad face. Man, these white bream. Really cool. All right. Nice to get that one. I still say you would think 5 would be pretty easy here. With Gibble. Oh, we probably ought to go back to 80 here. What is going on with the wind? Maybe we should go 50? Go 60. All right, so we completed this one. Oh, really? Okay. We are getting some nibbles, but getting late enough that we're less likely to see perch. So probably leaves roach, crucian gibble, and maybe the occasional white bream. This is some strong Mosquito Lake wind we're seeing here. Oh, man. Had to catch me while I was drinking water, huh? Thunderstorm on Quarry? Okay. The float's running? Yes. Yes, it was. Wind is just very consistently pushing these floats. I also think might be affecting the bite. Oh, I didn't even realize we had a fish on. No way. Is that a sleeper? That'd be cool. It's either, I gotta say, it's either a sleeper or a loach. Imagine catching a loach. That's nice. Okay, so we got a loach, and we're already halfway there on different species of fish with the 2 kilo. Actually, yeah, I haven't seen what the new sleepers look like. That looks cool. It just looks a little different, huh? Some color variation. It looks like a dinosaur. Okay. Okay, let's think about this. Mosquito. Anything else at Mosquito? I actually think that's it at Mosquito until we start thinking about trophies, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Okay, so let's go to elk next. I think we go to elk. That was a weekly loach, by the way. Is tench good at Mosquito? I was going to do tench somewhere else. Is there a great tench spot right now? You kidding me, by the way? Oh, wait. Are any of these... Yeah, I'm probably not going to do it at... I don't think I'll work on tench here. I feel like we'll find tench elsewhere, but we'll see. Before I start getting rid of fish, though, let's just make sure, in case we need any of this for stuff down the road. What else could we have? Roach. I think that rough might have been too big, but... Oh, it wasn't. And you cannot make loach into a bait. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good opening. Actually quite confusing here on elk. There's way more to do at elk than I'm used to. Let's see here. Redworm does not count here. Bark beetle does, though. All right, so, but we are eventually going to 105.95. That's going to be right over here, right? Wait. Well, here's another species. All right, two tasks. Um, Oldberg and elk using telescopic rod and bark beetle, and 12 species of fish on 2 kilo line. Question is, can we get one more species here? Oh, nice trophy common carp, Huko. And then maybe we switch over to 105.95 and start casting that red skirted and the red ear sunfish. Throw in a float for red ear sunfish. Gonna be slow going, and it might only be warmouth that we catch out here. Okay, so you can turn bluegill. I'm trying to remember what here, and red ears, bluegill and red ears, like are mostly what you can use. I mean, I think if you could get 2 or 3 species at elk, you know you can get quite a few species at old bird, right? Maybe you want more than 2 or 3 at elk. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't use bark beetle at elk, so I'm not sure how just how rough this will be. It is middle of the night, which obviously could be impacting the bite rate a little bit. All right. Anything at elk? Really? There's not a whole lot to do at elk on bottom, is there? All right, let me take a quick bio break since it's middle of the night anyway. I'll be right back and we'll probably move over to that 105.95 spot on elk. Oh boy, did I miss a raid? Trophy Hunter, thanks for the raid. Sorry I was away. Hello to you. What's up? I wanna be Perch Master. Mom, long time no see. Blame me, I didn't want to come here. At least you're honest. What's up, Dark Hugh? So good to see all the regulars again. Yeah, that's right, Dark Hugh. Going good. I look yellow. Maybe I am. I'm sure the camera's just messed up a little bit. Probably needs a little warmth. A little, that comes with age. Yeah, that's right. That comes with age. I like it. Trying to get the golf turned on for my wife. Let's see here. Properties. Maybe so, Perch. What did you eat recently? Banana? Wait, that's not the one I want to do. I want to do, yo, Panda, sub 31 months. You're the best. Thank you. Yo, tight lines to you. Properties, config video, white balance. I feel like white balance is the one that, although that's just like gonna do more, a little more color, a little more red maybe. Is that helpful? I don't really know that that's what the problem is. It's probably something else. I don't really know that. I don't really know. Um. Oh, did you? You got bluegill crab? Okay, what spot? Like here at the dock? Here, I'll throw one in while I'm trying to get golf turned on. Let's see if I can find it. I assume it's on. It comes on later. Oh no, there it is. Kind of golf. Your rods are 6 meters. Okay. Well, I mean, I was doing it like overnight. You know what I mean? So I probably just wasn't getting good bite rate. We'll just do it a little bit and then we'll head over to that other spot. Okay, that was quick. At least it's self-hooked. Is that another warmouth though? Doing good on the task. We actually just started. We did a little bit of work at Mosquito and we decided to come elk next. We're going to go over to another spot though in just a second and use a skirted jig. I guess I need to make sure I have skirted jig set up. I haven't fished with a skirted jig in so long. Somebody might have to help me with like proper setup. All right, there's a fish at this one again. These good old elk fish that just bite immediately. Surprised we haven't seen a bluegill. Oh, maybe this is a bluegill. All right, there's our bluegill. All right, so that's our second species on bark beetle larva and our 8th species using these tiny setups. Wait, is that even in the water? I guess it is. It is weird we haven't seen a crappie yet. Is that one just sitting on the ground? Maybe we should change the depth a little bit. Yeah, I can. I'm trying to stay committed as long as I can to the 2 kilo line. Just because we're working on that. But we can circle back and use bigger setups to oh, that might be a gizzard. I think it is. All right, so we got there. That's a pretty good start. Yeah, I like this because we're getting two things done at the same time. We're doing that bark beetle one, but we're also almost done. We only need 3 more species for that other task as well. All right, let's go over to 6594. Actually, first, let me see. What do we want to use the skirted? What setup do we want to use for skirted? Oh, can we use last year's? It's kind of weak though, isn't it? See, what would skirted be? Skirted jig rig. And you said the red one. Does that mean this one? Is it the 14002? You did it with ultralight? Wait, is there any reason? Let's think about this. I guess if we got a trophy, there's a reason to do it on ultralight. So if you did it on ultralight, you used the micro, right? Yo, what's up, Disco Colors? All right, let's think about... Not jigging, skirted. All right. Isn't skirted, isn't this where we just like retrieve really slowly? What are we even trying to do on this one? 9 species? Wow. Jig step? Okay. So a little bit faster than what I was doing, or what I was thinking. And we're going to 105.95, and we're also going to throw in some crickets, right? On float, I'm assuming. It doesn't need to be wait, 105.95. That's right. All right, so it's basically here. Technically, it could be bottom rod as well, although I think on elk, the bite rate would slow down significantly. Guess we could just do... All right, let's think about this. We're going to try to catch a decent sized red ear sunfish. This is probably where we switch to this, at least on this one. And we go, I don't know what size hook. 18 okay, you think? We're doing cricket, right? Oh, cricket might need... It needs 14. And 1.2 meter depth. So somewhere around here, huh? Okay. Not the Is it because of how heavy this is? Like, it might be possible. Maybe not, though. How much does a cricket weigh? Oh, 5 grams in and of itself. Yeah. We ought to just, do it on a different one. Uh, 14. I'm going to start off with just one cricket. Oh, this might be too heavy for the float. Let's see. We were doing 1.2 meter depth. Yeah, I think the problem is, might be a little hard for me to keep an eye on the float, but I'll try. The redhead worm. I think that one has to be. Wait, are you saying to catch something in particular? Because isn't the redhead worm. Ooh, that's a big bluegill. Thank you, love. It's in 2 cups. Oh, no worries. Off. Wait, you used 15-meter clip bolo. For what, Dutch? Are you talking about with the bolo? 15-meter clip bolo. Oh, for the perch. For the, I got you. Okay. That's fine. I'm good with that. Um, bolo. Okay. I wonder how sensitive these are to, how sensitive these are to leaders here at Elk. Did it with match? Okay. Ooh, that's too heavy. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I really enjoy using Sport Match. Let's do that. Now that you mention it, this is a perfect opportunity to do like the Sport Match. We don't get to use it that often. And, have some better, but this is fine. All right, we're going up to 14, like 8.7. It actually does need to be a decently heavy, like a 7 gram. All right, so let's do like, oh, what's the test on this? 14 gram. Let's see if this works. Oh, there's the float. Can kind of see it. Never mind, I can't see it. Oh, shoot. What's happening? I think I'm gonna take this one out of the water. It's just too much. MDawg? That's a pretty good bite rate with the skirted jig. We're catching our third species here already. And this is just like our first water body on this one too. 14-gram test, 7-gram waggler, 5-gram cricket. 14-gram test, 5-gram cricket. Yeah, this waggler seems to be keeping it up fine. Yes. That's crazy. We've caught 4 species, different species in a row. Thanks, Edgar. Yo, what's up, Dros? Maybe I'll actually notice one of these times when this cricket finally gets a nibble, or I just take a break from spin fishing and focus on it. We could throw 2 or 3 match rods out there with it. How many different species are we hoping to catch on this skirted at Elk? Because we can also do it at other places too. How you doing, Dros? All right, we've caught this species already, right? Oh, it was a bluegill. Oh my. We only need 4 more species. Okay. These early challenges are pretty user friendly. Yeah, I'm doing well, Dros. Thank you. And it is nice to at least have something to kind of focus on. If you want to play a little more RF4, you got challenges to work on. I have no idea how long I'll make it into them. Maybe we'll complete them. I just don't have, I don't know at this point, but it's fun to have something to work on. That's a warmouth. I cannot believe this has been this is crazy. And we actually caught a fish out here on the cricket. What do you know? We'll see if it's even the right species. All right, it is the right species. It's just not the right size. We need it to be 800 grams, so it's nowhere near. The weight challenges are the harder ones. Yeah, it makes sense. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Cannot believe it stayed on that long for us. Well, if this is a red ear, it's at least a little bit nicer size, huh? Okay. Um, that just simply works. That just simply works. Oh, our fish came off? Okay. I took too long looking at our red ear. Whatever we had on this came off. I don't think we need to keep doing this, though. Levo. All right, is there a what about a drum spot? What I mean, let's see here. Let's think about this. I mean, we need to get something over 5 kilo, like a big cat or something. There's got to be a cat spot right now, correct? I can't believe this. Have y'all ever seen anything like this? We have caught 7 fish on our skirted jig, and it has been 7 different species in a row. Like at this point, I'm just trying to catch one of the same species. Nighttime right here works. All right, well, I might just throw in some what, frogs? Is that the best thing to do? Oh, I was going to check and see what people are catching drum on. Is this an active drum spot as well? That'd be crazy if you get everything right here. What clip would you use for cats, Edgar? All right, here we go. Did we finally repeat the same species? This spot is so good for variety of species. Yes, we finally repeated, right? Man, this is a good red ear, but oh, you got a cat and a jig with this. Okay. Well, maybe I can keep using that, but let's also hold on. Let me look at weekly drum and then the weekly cats. I might put um oh, it's all spin. Oh, people are catching them on this thing. Okay, we could throw a cricket in. Big hook with cricket and hope for the best. And then what about the cats here? So we're looking at channel and flathead. So fish pieces or night crawlers. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So let's go with hmm, yo, Plisno, grats on your rare trophy Atlantic Sorry. That's very cool. Switch this to basic bottom. And yeah, we could do braided or we could do fluorocarbon. I don't know. I don't think we want to do too big at elk. I think elk is size sensitive a little bit, right? But we want a big hook. Start with a large one hook and cricket. What do you think? Like 15 clip for the cats and stuff? I mean, we know that or should we do a little deeper? Yo, what's up, bot? Drunk Master Style, welcome back. What's new in the game? Nothing new. I mean, we're doing some 9th anniversary. This is the 9th anniversary of RF4, so we're doing some anniversary challenges. 15 to 20. All right, let's go 18 and just see what happens here. I'm going to do cricket we'll just see. It's probably going to be too slow, but just to see. And then I'm going to do fish pieces. We're going to try to do it without frog, but if we need to switch to frog, we can. And I'll go basic bottom. We're going to go around 19 or so. Let's do 19 because it's cats. And on this one, we'll go large, like 1-0 hook. I am using regular hooks, not carp hooks. But we'll see. Oh, okay. Happened there, but sure it was user error. All right, we need to put this one and this one. And again, let's go 18. Yo, what's up, Stone Man? Added on Discord an HTML file. Oh, nice, bot. You added on our Discord? Which sections you put it in? Yeah, I've got this app. I mean, this Google Doc I'm using, but I'd love to see what you're doing too. In general? Okay, let me check it out. General. That looks very cool. It's basically what I'm doing, but probably a little more user friendly. Yo, Southie, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hope everybody's doing well. We'll see how it goes, but my plan right now is stream a little longer, and then after church tomorrow, I might stream for a little while, and then we'll see for the rest of the week how it goes. Hey, we got another duplicate. What do you know? I think we need to cast quite that far, by the way. There we go. Nice gudgeon, Ever Ranger. What's up, Cole? Long time no see. Man, everybody's coming back today. Love to see it. Love to see all y'all. We probably ought to switch that cricket out for a frog or night crawlers or something, but I don't know. Is that right, Casimir? Oh, I remember that. I heard good things about your app, though, Cole. I heard good things. Is it still being used? Didn't we create like a whole channel or something for that? I'm not sure. Did I make you an admin on Discord? That might be what he's talking about. No telemetry? Telemetry? I feel like I'm not saying that right. I want to say like telemetry or something, and that's not right. Either way, it doesn't matter. You don't know if people are using it. Telemetry. Hmm. Nice fish. That's cool, Cole. What's the fish of the week? Black crappies, fish of the week. Wait, is that a drum? Nope, it's a walleye. So you got to get 555. So I'm sure there's people that are closer to 6 than 679, right? Oh, I've got 544. Hold on, let me figure out. Isn't that usually on the forums where that stuff's tracked? Um, okay, you get some silver and premium. Oh, we have 535, 559, 556, 556, 554. All right. Have to get, you need to get it on the nose. You need it on the nose if you want to win. That's cool, Cole. I guess. Don't you think we're just like generation away from no one caring about that at all. The losing battle, yeah. Attention span of goldfish. Hey, nice warmouth. Has anybody noticed the difference at winding? Didn't they say something like a complete rehaul of windings? Almost like the how good the fishing would be. No, Don, it's rough, so no change at winding for you. You trophied everything at the new lake. Wait, what was the new lake? Oh, at Elk, Cole? You trophied everything at Elk? Like everything, everything? That's Elk. I bet I haven't trophied more than two things at the maybe four things. I don't know. But I didn't fish here that much. Amber or Norway. Is that right, Edgar? I missed out on that. I used Elk as a test for posting hotspots. Really? I mean, I think sometimes in my experience that has been there's been a lot of trophies on float fishing, so like the typical fish you catch on float, but that's not been my experience on bass or any of that stuff. For the red ear, it was I'm pretty sure it was 15-meter clip I was doing, size 4 hook, size 4 hook, 1.2-meter depth on crickets. Actually, I think I was using size 14 hook, but what had been told to me to use was size 4 hook. But I think I was actually using size 14 because that was the smallest you could use and still use the crickets. Yeah, Edgar's who I got it from. So bass and stuff on float just as easy. Interesting. All right, it's now after midnight. Maybe we probably should keep casting this if we want a chance of maybe getting a lucky bass or drum. I mean, not bass, cat or drum on this jig. Will this work better if I got a more consistent retrieval jig step? Thank you for the follows. So let's see, who's followed today? Zandri, Tactical Keith, and now Sispus 850. Thank you all for the follows and for the subs. Nice gloves. Thank you. We'll see if we can do it. I don't remember with skirted jigs how they handle the shift 50, but let's just see. So far, so good. But it's 1 a.m. We haven't seen a cat or anything yet. Maybe we should throw in a frog or night crawlers. Yeah, this seems to be working fine. If you want a more active, getting jig step pretty quick and consistent. That's funny, cool. All right, let's get. Wonder if there's a better cat spot. I'll throw a frog in just to see kind of how it's going. And this will let me move around and be a little less attentive for a couple minutes. Oh, goodness. Um, if you whisper me a link, I'll post it, Cole. Stone Man, how's it going? I am working on. That's a good question. Oh, I don't like how that light is. See if it works if I turn this light off. Fine. Um, what's my hair doing today? My hair is weird these days. I am working on Elk Lake freshwater drum slash any fish that's over 5 kilo or something like that. At least that's what we're trying to do. All right, what is this? Okay, these walleye cannot come in here and steal all my frogs. I only have 31. We're switching off of frogs. I think I'm going to put a night crawler on. Oh, guess the clip went off, didn't it? Because I don't know if we'll need the frogs for anything, but we're a little light on frogs. You're working on the same thing? Nice. And there may be a much better spot. This has just been like an all-purpose spot that I have kind of done everything at Elk here, but see if people are posting about other spots in our Discord. Okay, night crawlers and frogs are catching things. What is this? A warmouth? Oh yeah, that's the problem with night crawlers. It's gonna get some of the small fish too, but fish pieces has been really slow, and crickets has been too. I'll switch crickets to fish pieces as well. Maybe cast it slightly different direction. What size hook do we have? Large one, I guess that's fine. Go 20 like in this direction. See. Oh, you sent me the link. Okay. Why don't I see it? Um, what did you send it on? Which? Maybe Discord? Oh, wait. It's Discord. Oh, okay, Discord. All right, I should be able to. All right, here is the link where he talks about it. No, that's fine. That works. Hey, it's a catfish. All right, so this will be not big enough, but at least we found a catfish. We need it to be like, what, 5 kilos or something like that? You just landed a flathead on, oh, nice. On the crawl, huh? 5.2 flathead. That's awesome. That's what you needed. All right. They're such specific sizes, aren't they? Mm-mm. What's that? Oh, good. All right, why don't we... I don't know how much longer I'm going to go, but let's go check out that spot on Winding for a minute. Sounds like that's a pretty good spot. At least you make some somewhat decent silver at Elk. All right, Winding, we're supposed to be at 110, 125. So up here, 8 to 10 meter clip, 1.5 meter depth. What bait are we supposed to use for gudgeon? Redworms? Oh, we need the redworms anyway, 10 species. What are people catching the carp on here? We could throw out one rod for carp. So weird that common carp are biting right here. I wish you could see winding weekly. Even just, maybe even just looking at general might be helpful. Maybe redworm. I wonder if people are catching it on redworm. Yeah, I was going to throw in one bottom feeder on redworm. So that I'm only floating on 2 for now. There's really no reason to limit the, okay. Let's see here. Yeah, I guess we could just use. All right, we actually, so we want to use. I mean, we probably want pretty small hooks, right? Use 19. Wrong one. I think we already have a fish on the bottom feeder. Wait, what? Oh, that counts because it doesn't have to be float. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. You might as well just throw in a bottom just because. Why is it dragging on the bottom? Do we want it dragging on the bottom? Is everybody using 1.5 meter depth for this? That seems really. Oh, maybe I'm not casting the right direction. Because it dropped off the ledge right there. Definitely not a gudgeon. That is a gudgeon. Not the gudgeon task, though. It's crazy how much float fishing you have to do in these challenges. I guess it gets a little bit less towards the later ones, but early on, it's just a lot of float fishing. Some of it works with bottom and other stuff, but a lot of it's float. Is that a rough? It is a rough. Ooh, an ultralight match rod? Not that I know of. That would be helpful though, wouldn't it? That's the best kind of fishing. I like having the option. Sometimes I'm in the mood, but That is definitely not a gudgeon. All right, so what are we at? 8 out of 10. So if I want to do sandwich, the sandwich meta is redworm, bloodworm. Big fish. We did the common carp. Oh, you used double blood? I think I've only had one gudgeon so far. The two kel I can't remember. I think that's one of those where you have multiple options, but I could be wrong. Got yours on blood? Okay. Yo, Mushroom, thanks for the follow. Hello, Mushroom. Probably getting a little, maybe late in the morning to get ideal size at least. That's at least one. That was on bloodworm. I would just imagine bloodworm catches less bycatch than redworm. That would be the hope at least. Sorry, what? Oh, that's 9 species, by the way. That is the one thing about using redworm is get that progress on the other challenge as well. Have they changed the wide eye since you played last? Oh, was the old wide eye more scary? Interesting. How big does it need to be? 80. No, I'm on the launcher. What about you? You on Steam? Yo, that's true, Cole. Good point. Hopefully I'll remember. Yeah, this is dangerous with the red worm. Yeah, some serious carp here. It's 3 out of 12 fish were carp. 72, that's close. Going for the brew bream? Yeah, that's right, Cole. Supposedly there's Volkov Blue Bream for the challenge. I don't know if it's like how good it is, but yeah, there used to be like a lot of trophy Blue Breams out in some of those Volkov spots, especially. Yeah, it'd been nice to have some non-Christmassy mittens, huh? Summertime mittens. true. Very true. How do you oh, that's how you do it. Why can't I remove my shoes? You have to have shoes on. Gotcha. Guess we'll keep the ugly sweater on. I don't know. What kind of coordinates? 1010, 125. We're just trying to catch our little gudgeon friend. Yes, there is. I forget, Cole. It has been a while since you've played. But they haven't done much with it yet, Cole. They did some Christmas stuff at the Christmas challenges, but they haven't done much else. Hopefully it's not hopefully it hasn't been scrapped. No, I don't think it's been that long. It just doesn't seem like it's that long since you were working on the app and stuff. But it must have been before Christmas. Because Christmas is when they came out with the wardrobe rewards for the Christmas challenges, right? So you must have stopped just before that. All right. So that's 10 fish on redworm. We finished 2-1. Maybe. You think you were playing after Christmas? I didn't play much after Christmas because once the semester got busy. Alright, so we don't really need to worry about redworm anymore. You had 3 updates. Yeah, but I'm not sure that's actually tells us much because there was something about this update that was spread out over 3 quick updates or something, maybe. And I think they often, if you missed an update, it'll be rolled into. I don't know how all that works actually. I might be wrong. But it definitely seemed like, even though I've been keeping my client up to date, it seemed like this update was multiple download and then install sessions. Hmm. New UI stuff. Do you know any of the details? Trying to think. I don't think there's been recent UI changes, right? There has in the past, but I don't think that's happened recently. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure then. Definitely seems like if normal trends continue, it seems like we should be getting a new map relatively soon, but unless they're just working on other things. Oh, I haven't ever heard that the UI is one of the things getting in the way of fly fishing. Huh. Use live shad for the drum. Interesting. Need to remember that. Live shad for the drum. Drum love them. All right, let's add that note onto the drum one. That would involve, of course, catching some live shad. That could be a gudgeon. Too small. Huge. So how do you even start the trade thing? Didn't they add secure trades or something? Press plus when you send what? Oh. Oh. Gunny's probably like, what is going on? Um, okay, but you still have to. You can only trade stuff that's been bought with gold. Is that still the case? I think that's something I forgot to say in the video. I talked about premium, but you also can't trade things unless you bought them with gold in terms of expensive stuff, right? Is that still the way it works? You can't do a secure trade for bait fish? Is that what you're telling me? That's not a secure trade. Accept my invitation. All right, I will trade you 3 chafers. I think I got the best of that. I can send you back your lure if you want it. I'm not sure about that, Cole, but they did make it where it's like secure trade. Oh, what's up, Javon? So both parties can make sure they like the deal before you agree to it. Yeah, that is a big deal. I mean, it was always a little nerve-wracking. I mean, it's like you would only trade with people that you trusted, so. Yeah, it is only silver stuff. That's right. Yeah, if it was gold stuff, it'd be crazy. Oh, nice, Javon. That's awesome. Be a gudgeon. Be a big gudgeon. I think you need premium to send anything, Cole. Your flies were catching every trout. That's awesome. And we gift those silly packs. What packs you talking about? Oh, that's too bad, Cole. Oh, like the bottom packs? Yeah, probably. I think the basic ones you can buy for silver, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, you can buy them from silver. I think you can gift them to other people. That would be huge for giveaways. Well, we've always been able to give away. I'd have to test that. I can't remember now if the basic packs were okay to give away. Like the very cheapest ones. I think they were, but we'd have to test it. Well, that rule still applies. I don't think that rule has changed, right? It's still anything that requires gold to send, you still wouldn't be able to send even on the secure trade. My understanding. So if it didn't work before, it shouldn't work now. I have no idea. I haven't even looked at that one yet. I haven't done anything at Belaya. Lower match, probably. Is with insects, or that was the best way to do it? It's too random on spinning, right? Very rare. All right. I think I'm going to be done for tonight, for today. I am, there's always a slight chance that I'll get back on tonight, honestly, like later tonight, but chances are I'll get back on tomorrow afternoon, like similar time as today. Make sure there's nothing on the cafe that we want to think about. Those sleepers do look different. That's cool. Oh, maybe I'll go and see if I have a, don't I have a sleeper trophy in my house or something? Cole's like, it's been a minute since I played. There should be. Are there no spots listed on our Discord for humpback whitefish yet? Look on our Discord. Most people are posting pretty good spots on the 9th anniversary thing. We made some pretty good silver between the cafe orders, and then also, as MDawg posted another video since the last one from earlier. Not yet. Streaming ending now. So vid should be up later. I can't remember if I have the sleeper trophy up in my house at Norway, but let's check real quick. I just haven't really gotten a good look at the new sleepers. Yeah, it's just hard to see it, honestly. Isn't it kind of hard to see like that? Okay, not seem to be here. Which means it might be at Corey. You can zoom in on the log. Ah. Cat doing in here? I don't have any fish in here. What is that house? My Corey house? You have a fireplace and couches? Yeah. Corey house is pretty nice. I mean, it's no Norway house, but it's pretty nice. Wait, you can actually see all of your fish right here, right? Yeah, we've got a trophy Chinese sleeper. Doesn't look like we have one. Is this sounding like a fun challenge for you, Cole, to go find the whitefish? Yes, we literally do not have. That is too bad. I could have sworn I used to have a sleeper, but maybe not. Maybe not. And they used to be a lot easier. They used to be a lot easier to get. Not that they're that hard, but okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's wild. They do look better, don't they? There's just more variety in their appearance. Looks like a dinosaur. Yeah, it's cool. Slowly but surely, they're redoing all of them. Wish they would add Oscar. Okay. I'm out for now. I'll catch y'all later, though. Thanks for being here. Y'all are the best. Very fun to hang out with you. And hopefully I'll see you again very soon. Good luck, everyone.